Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride, lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep it.
All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Tennessee Titans. Ryan Suckup of the Titans has this one teed up, and we are underway from Nissan Stadium. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Go now. 10 Lobo.
Let him know.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, Haywood!
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Hey!
Watch the boot.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Trying to lay one up deep. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, Delta.
It's going to be a long day. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. 29 is the Mike. Mike 20.
Hey.
Here we go. Oh. 29 is the Mike.
Ready?
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
We go! 70, Indy.
Let's get that ball here.
Hey, Foxtrot.
25 to Mike. We'll go 25.
Get it.
Off play action. Herbert. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. A good pickup there at 22. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Hey, Zoo.
At 25 the mic. We're going 25 the mic. Here we go, D. At 25.
Hit it.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Go.
57.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
57 the mic. 57.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
6-6. Pull it high.
57 the mic. 57 the mic.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
Go.
Quarterback, D-line. D-line.
Go. Go.
Under 10. Under 10. 10.
You're out. 5.
Throwing on third and long. Herbert looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. On now is the Titans punter. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
On the ready.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
29 is the mic. Mic 29.
Come on, boy.
Hard. Hard.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Now.
Under crunch. Under crunch. Under crunch.
Now.
On second down, Michelle. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, second and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
And an update from the Circle City up in Indianapolis. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike.
Go! Ready?
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Go! Hey, Sam on! Hey, Alpha! Hey!
Bumps up the helmet. Here we go. Watch the ship. Hey.
Get it!
From the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, 1st quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack. They'll look to throw here. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Hey, Echo!
Mike 29.
Stay with your man. Shoot.
Check 26.
80 weapon.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Michelle. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this 1st quarter.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hard! Kill!
11 yards there, 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
Go!
So that'll back him up 5.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
I can't believe they even let you be down.
Following the penalty, Michelle. And some space here. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. 51 yards. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. This is 1st and goal from about the 8.
61, Max Fox, right.
They'll get this out wide. It's Nelson with it. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. From 8 yards out, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Go.
57. Let's go, tight end. Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, high 7. Now.
57. Let's go, D. Big series right here.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, 73 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Suckup, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
X3, 218, chopper.
50's a month. 50's a month. You don't get this board.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 29. Hey, watch the slam. Watch the slam.
Rock it. Yep. Hit it.
He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mike 50. Tackle. Check it out, Reed.
Yeah.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Bang, 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 bang.
You draw Corcoran.
Mike 29. Go.
5.
2nd and 14. And he finds a man with a crossing route. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Let's go.
Number 11. A gain of 15. First down, New England.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, they run with Michel. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Let's go.
Go. Now.
2nd and long. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Hey, switch gears.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, Haywood.
On first down, Herbert. He finds Taylor, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. as he'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey, foxtrot.
Throwing again. Herbert steps away to his left. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 26.
Hey, dude. Ready?
On first and 10, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. So second and long, you got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Let's get in there. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. I know he ain't got it. Jerry.
Hey.
Mike 57. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 57's the Mike. Watch 57. Watch the screen.
Go. Get it.
Back to throw. Herbert is going to float this one deep. And this is caught. Touchdown, Titans. Stephon Diggs, 36 yards. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Extra point put through by Suckup. And the lead is now 14-10. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
At their own 34-yard line.
Ready,
The
set.
Pats at the line, ready to go. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Switch.
General West. Bravo. Go.
Mike 29. Let's get the ball. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Shoot.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Here we go. 60 or. Stand. Be different.
He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Set, ready? 70, Indy. Now.
On 3rd down, Michel. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Don't get nervous.
Yep.
6 guys.
Jay, lock it.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Kill, kill, kill.
Yes, yes. Hey, wahoo. Let's go.
To throw again. Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Go.
Check it back or check it back.
Go.
Check hot route. Hot.
Look at me. Zipper. Hey, Alpha.
And the blitz does come. And he's able to find Diggs. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Check. Lucky.
They'll run it. This is Michelle. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Ready.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, Orbit.
Mike 29. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. 29 is the Mike. Mike 20.
Hey.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
Two.
They'll drop to throw. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 12-yard line.
Let's go. 90, Wolf. You're out. Go.
Joker.
Go.
Pop. 57.
Hey. High 7.
Defense, let's go. Pick it up, G. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
Let's go, attack. Lead them.
From the gun, Herbert. It's caught by Davis. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd
61.
down.
Match box right.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Tighten up.
Watch X3. 218. Chop it. Now.
Check 52.
Hey, Charlie. Leo.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready,
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Yep. Yeah.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On the double. Smooth.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Mike 51.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Jonathan Jones on the tackle.
They don't want it,
A gain of 1.
Blue draw
Brings
corner.
up 3rd down and
Keep
9.
playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo!
Rock it. Hey, exit. Let go.
To throw on 3rd down, Herbert. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's a 1st down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. From Soldier Field, meanwhile, in Chicago, a 3rd quarter score. And the gap in that one has widened. The Bears have scored again. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And between the last two plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Yeah. We got double up. Get it.
They'll run it again with Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Back now in Nashville. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Go.
Again, it's Michelle. And this Tennessee defense for the 2nd straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Watch time. Tight end right.
They'll look to throw. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Look at me. Go. Come.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. J.J. Nelson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Patriots have retaken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
No. Hey, check 24.
Look at me. Zipper. Bam.
Undercrunch.
Hey, lock it.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Hey.
Check. Motion out of backfield.
Hey, seam 6.
2nd and 5. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Titans on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 15.
25, go, go. Time we go, night, night. Hey, 25 the mic. We're going 25 the mic. He's tired of you. He's tired of us.
Bravo. Go.
We're going 25 the mic.
Oh, yeah.
Go.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Well, this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Go.
Watch the whip.
They'll run with Michel, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. And it's Michel once again. And this Tennessee defense for the 2nd straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it. But it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The tackle there by George Odom. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
General West. Hey, Alpha. Sleep River.
On 1st down, Herbert. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. A 1st down carry for Henry. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Championships, baby. At 25 the mic. We're going 25 the mic.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 19.
70, Indy. You're out.
first down. It's Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Check, 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 check.
At 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Get it, go.
Back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it.
29 is Mike. Mike 29.
They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Patriots' 43-yard line.
Set. 10-2 stop.
It's our field. It's our field.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And partner,